This is the pre-event press conference for EFC 124 from the World Sports Betting Arena, Johannesburg, South Africa.
Welcome EFC fans, EFC 124 this week. What a great card we've got for you guys. Another title up for grabs, welterweight title. Zakir Badat looking to defend against Ugonoki Sugun, an incredible athlete. I did pronounce it right, Sugun? No, you can correct me now. Don't worry, we'll give you a chance. This fight card in of itself is an incredible chance for us to really highlight some of our top athletes that we're building up through the divisions. Talking about guys like Timna, we've got Stephen Gonzalez in the mix, Kevin Pretorius. Even on the undercard, looking at this undercard, I mean, I can't believe who put this fight card together. Ashley, sure. You got Zondi on the prelims, and Musa Setwape fighting Vince Bembe on the prelims. I mean, this is a hell of a fight card. All right, let's take it away and chat to the media.
Questions for the champions. Let's start with you, Zach. Chatting earlier, you talked about not underestimating everybody. What dangers does Segun bring to your belt, and what do you think of him as a fighter?
First, I must thank him for making the trip down for Nigeria and taking the fight. I don't, like I said, underestimate any opponent. If he's got fists and he can swing them, it's a fight. Anything can happen. So I respect every fight with its due diligence, and I am not overlooking my competitor on Thursday either.
Segun, let me come to you with that. Just describe to us what kind of fighter you are and what we can expect from you. And secondly, is this the biggest opportunity of your career to come to South Africa and take a title back to Nigeria?
Hello, okay. It is a huge opportunity. I appreciate the chance to shoot for the welterweight title. And big ups to my opponent as well. Huge respect. He's the champ. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm a fighter who adapts in any and every scenario. So whatever I have to face me as an athlete, I adjust to that scenario.
Zakir, seeing that you've pretty much done it all in the EFC, what more do you want to showcase come Thursday?
I think every fight brings out a new element and a new dynamic in my fighting style. Every fight's forced me to evolve as a fighter. There's always something new, something different. I get knockouts sometimes, I get submissions at other times. You never know what you're going to get. And yeah, I'm looking to pull another rabbit out of the hat.
Coming to you, Timna. I had the privilege of talking to you and Ashley the last EFC card, and you had mentioned that you want step up and challenge. Is Triple S that step up?
So can you repeat that last part again?
Is Triple S that step up in the challenge that you're looking for in where you're at in your career right now?
I would definitely say so. Him being a former title contender and myself being a person with multiple bonuses and finishes, I definitely think is the next step. I think I've also cemented in the division that I am one of the guys to be looking at, and yeah, I think Sibusiso matches up perfectly with me.
Triple S, coming off the defeat, I mean the last fight that you had, what you make of what you want to showcase come Thursday and the opponent that is Timna?
Coming up for my last fight, I had a great time. I think it was a lesson for me. I had to learn, so I went back to, my work, which is training, and I rebounced, and right now I'm ready to show up. And 5 June, Thursday, you're going to see Triple S, the man of strength. Yeah, he's come back.
Zakir, if I can come back to you, Segun is obviously like a standout kickboxer and everything like that. So are you trying to prove anything with like maybe keeping this fight on the feet, or are you just going to go in there and do what you do best?
Yeah, it's mixed martial arts. I'm going to fight like a mixed martial arts fighter. I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt. Doesn't mean anything. We're not doing jiu-jitsu, we're doing MMA. If you come in, like I've said every press conference, we're doing MMA, prepared to mix it up. standing, ground, whatever comes, I'll be there to stand and fight.
Shagun, people who might not know you, what is the reason why that people should tune in and actually support you and maybe be vying for you to actually be the one to walk away with the title on Thursday night?
Tune in if you want to see fireworks, you want to see MMA at its finest, you want to see a real fight, you want to see an athletic display, tune in and you find all those.
But Dad, if I can come back to you again. So we know that the South Africa versus Nigeria, it's always a great showdown in sports, right? And now we see it here in mixed martial arts with you and Shagun in your main event. So do you feel any pressure perhaps as you're carrying the flag of South Africa in this match, or are you just okay?
Fighting's pressure. Doesn't matter what you're doing or where you're doing it. I've represented South Africa internationally for many years, so it's something that is part and parcel of it. I wear my flag proudly, and I'll represent my flag proudly.
Questions for Baba Yaga, Chadrak. You're coming up against Steven Gonzalez, who's fought internationally. He's had 12 professional MMA bouts. What do you think of your opponent coming into this fight, and how dangerous do you think his experience will be to you?
Yeah, 12 and what? 12 fights?
12 and 5, I think.
Well,
so 17, I think, something like that.
It's a respectable
12, correct, yeah.
12 fights.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a veteran of the sport. He's fought several times. I don't think that makes a difference to me. I'm from the West and I don't speak the language of the coward. When he shows up, I will be ready to punch him in the face accordingly.
Steve, got any reply to that? I mean, he is undefeated, and I talked about your experience, but you hear what he had to say.
Yeah, he is undefeated as a professional. He has had some losses at amateur, which he just came out of amateurs. So when he faces the smoke, he gon' choke. That's all I can say. And we're both gonna punch each other in the face. That's how fights fucking go. Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do, bro. And I'm gonna go out there, do my best, fight from my fucking heart, and he's gonna face these flames, bro.
Kelvin, coming to you. On Thursday, do you see the fight against Rash going to the ground? Because, I mean, you are quite comfortable on the grounds, but so is he. So how do you foresee the fight on Thursday?
Yeah, again, as Zakia said, it's MMA. Wherever it goes, I'm comfortable. It's a 3-round fight, 5 minutes each. Will it go to the ground at some point? I do believe so. But again, I'm comfortable. If it stays standing the whole time, that's great. I get to show off some of my striking. If it goes down, okay, that's a quick night.
Rush, what's your reply to that? Do you also foresee it going to the ground? Or what do you want to show us come Thursday?
To me, even if it goes to the ground or it's up, I'm comfortable with everything. And I know what I put back there in PE, in camp, with my team. We're working hard every day. We're putting so much work. So I expect anything from Kevin. I know he's going to take me down the ground. And even if it's ending, then yeah, I'm good to go anywhere.
Questions for Osvaldo Benedito, and I'll just pass the microphone to our translator for you. You're taking on Kevin Pretorius. Kevin's undefeated, and he's finished all of his fights. I mean, how are you going to survive the fight with Kevin Snakes Pretorius?
Na sua luta, né, contra o seu adversário, em todas as lutas deles ele acabou finalizando, levando a vitória. Qual será o seu plano para essa luta por vir?
Dando os parabéns para ele, né? Agradecer, né? Mas eu estou aqui para quebrar essa regra. E estando aqui, trabalhei bem, treinei bem, estou disposto. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
I'm very impressed about his victories on the past, but I'm here, I work hard for this. I'm here for a victory, and I have a show to show.
Kevin, do you have any kind of answer to that? I mean, he is a very dangerous fighter. You've obviously prepared back in Quebec for him. How are you feeling? How's the fight camp been? And you know, what are your thoughts and emotions going into this fourth professional fight here in the EFC?
Yeah, look, I believe he's well prepared. I hope so. and it's one of my first times having a fight so close to each other. So I'm fully equipped and still, I'm still fresh from the previous fight. So it's just momentum that I'm building now, and getting a bit more confidence would help as well. So yeah, as Rash said, we've been working really hard, and it's just to display on Thursday.
Question for Timna. Timna, what are your thoughts on Sibusiso's last performance, and how do you think that feeds into Thursday night?
If I'm being honest, I honestly believe Sibusiso was defeated before the fight even happened. And how it plays into me, well, we're going to have to see on Thursday, but if anything else, I think that's an advantage. But it could also be a con, because more than anything else, he's probably more hungrier than ever and probably looking to prove himself with my name. So I'm expecting Sibusiso to be either very hesitant or really, really aggressive. Either way, I'm ready.
Sibusiso, what is your response to Timna's assessment of your last fight? What is your response to his assessment of your last fight?
Let's show up, man. Thursday, me and you in the cage. Nobody, closed doors, just me and you, bro. You know what we're gonna. And then, I don't know why you say that thing engaged. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Nothing is gonna, man, I'm not scared of anything, man. All respect to Timna. I like him. He's a contender. Great step, 4-0. But for me, he hasn't fought anyone. I feel like right now he's fighting Triple S. That's my response. He's the real fighter.
Heading into Thursday, do you feel as though you're the underdog, and do you feel like you may be being a little bit overlooked?
No, it's good. I'm an underdog, as you're saying, but for Timna, this fight is good for him. It's also good for myself, because it's a comeback. You know, I fall and I come back, and that's who I am in this game, you know. So I'm not going to be intimidated by anything. So let's just wait for 5 June. Let's see who's the best man. And I believe I am.
Timna, on your side, who do you think is the underdog heading into Thursday night?
I think it's pretty obvious that he's the underdog. If not, I mean, he's the underdog. He has a lot more to prove than I do, honestly. If anything, he has more. I have more to gain from this, but he's the underdog. Whether he believes it or not, that's just what it is.
Timna, your fight nickname is Kingslayer, right? And right now, atop the bantamweight division is Faiz Jacobs. Do you feel as though this fight is the last step to actually getting into that title picture?
I definitely think so. I mean, also based off the countdown, it said the new title contender. So I am definitely. But I mean, a win over Sibusiso definitely puts me there more than anything else.
Sibusiso, you seem to be shaking your head on the other side. So what is your prediction for Thursday night? Do you have a solid prediction, or?
Expect the unexpected.
This is an indulgent question, actually, but it goes to the Quan Vessels guys, both of you. It's been almost exactly 10 years to this day that Norman Vessels fought his last fight here in the EFC. I want to know quickly from Tim and Stephen, which is your favorite Norman Vessels fight in EFC history?
Should I answer that? I would definitely say his fight with Dolce. That's an iconic victory that he had over Dolce, and also overcoming being taken down and planted on his head. I definitely say that one.
Steve?
The one where that guy's skull got cracked. I don't know who that
Gideon
guy was.
Drotsky,
Yeah, JP Joubert.
Yes. That was a flippin' crazy fight. That was madness.
All right, thanks for the indulgent question. Graham, this one's actually for you. If whatever happens on Thursday night, and I ask you this a lot, I mean, Zakir Badat, he's put in great service here. Would the winner of this fight be in discussions with your colleagues out in Vegas?
What do you mean with Zach and Segun? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that behind the scenes, we talk about it quite often. Zach and I have had this discussion quite a lot. I think that's the ultimate goal. Is we need to build guys towards that goal, and the only way is to fight top tier internationals, and we're trying to achieve that. So I think it does depend on what Zach wants to do, but I can't see why he wouldn't want to do it. I mean, he's looking to make big money and do really well, and his potential's there. I mean, he's the guy. If there's anybody that's on the precipice of getting into the UFC from this perspective, it's him.
Snakes, I want to know what thoughts are on the lightweight division, with the champ being Martin, and what a win over Osvaldo does for where you place.
Just say the last part about Osvaldo.
So I want to know your thoughts on the lightweight division and what you think of the champion Martin, and with a win over Osvaldo come Thursday, where would that place you in the division?
Yeah, I'm in no rush. If it's 2 fights from now, 3 fights from now, 1 fight, it really, I'm looking to be comfortable in there. I'm looking to get more experience. I never had the biggest amateur experience out there. So, yeah, and I do rate Van Staden quite. He's high up there. I mean, he's a legend of the sport. So, yeah, I just need to keep my head down, keep grafting, and just take them one by one. And whatever Graham and the team give us, then that's it.
Question for Lihle. I just wanted to know, with this fight coming up right now, you know, this is a big opportunity for you to showcase yourself on the main card. So what is your approach with this fight, and how are you foreseeing this fight going with Calvin Smith? How do you see the fight with Calvin Smith going on Thursday night?
Okay, firstly, being in a main card, it's a good thing for me because I've been working hard for this position that I am right now. When it comes to this fight, this coming fight, Thursday, me and Kevin, I've been waiting for this fight to come, and now it's here, so it's time now to showcase, to show that what I've been working for there at the gym. And I know I'm good in everything that I'm doing. I'm an MMA fighter, a complete fighter. So it's either goes to the ground or it's up, wrestling. So I'm good to go. So yeah. Thursday we're finding out.
Calvin, did you ask for this fight? I'm sure you asked actually for this fight. No.
No, we were supposed to fight last year, October, and then I fought Mickey instead. So I think that's where the history comes from. So we've been on a collision path for a while. Yeah, we've both prepped for each other before, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
I mean, I'm just looking at all the fighters here, and the reality is that, you know, out of the 4 main card fights besides the title fight, every single one of these guys is just super primed. I mean, it's like you've got guys that have just hit the main card, and they are real good prospects, people that will be watching for the next couple of years in the EFC and growing their careers. I mean, I like what Kevin said, you know, no rush. Shouldn't be in a rush. 4-0 is epic, and I mean, bonuses like coming out of every fight. He just needs to keep racking that up and make it undeniable for the challenge, you know.
Segun, can I ask you what impression in West Africa EFC has in terms of our brand, how respected EFC is in Nigeria, and what kind of advice did you get before flying down here about what the whole, the vibe about performing here in the EFC was like?
I think EFC has a huge reputation in Africa as a whole, and for me, it's a privilege, it's a huge opportunity. As far as advice, I mean, there's a bunch of Nigerians who have competed on the EFC, and they all had nice things to say as far as reputation and the level of competition out here. And I'm looking to take my piece of the pie.
Segun, sticking with you, upstairs just now, you and I just had a quick chat, right? And we spoke about how at AKO, you were actually a middleweight, and now you're dropping over to welterweight for this fight. And you were saying that you're probably going to be fighting at both divisions. So are you planning on making EFC your new home? And can we expect more of you beyond this Thursday?
I didn't get the last part of your question. Could you say that again?
Can we expect you to stay in the EFC beyond this Thursday at EFC 124?
Oh, yes, definitely. I consider myself an athlete, so I'm constantly looking to explore competitions that help me level up, get to the next level. And I think EFC is a huge part of that. I think it would help me get better, step up my level, and it only gets better from there. But I will be on the EFC a lot more, so get used to this face, baby.
Stephen, I don't want to say that the pressure is on you, but you've had one win, I think it was Tapiwa, over the past couple of fights. But ironically, I see you getting better as a fighter. What stage are you in your career? Is it a case where what I think is that you're going out there and just do what you enjoy because you love to fight and you just happen to be very, very good at it? What's your mentality like at this point in your career now?
Yeah, that's my mentality, just to go out there, showcase, fight, and put all of it in the cage, man, and just show what I'm truly capable of. My last performance wasn't really my best performance. I don't think I showed my intention correctly. And this one, I'm looking to set that straight, come out here and just be savage with it.
Tim,
what are your intentions, Stephen? What are your intentions, bro?
Hey?
Your intentions that you didn't show the last time that you'll show on Thursday.
What I'm going to show you on Thursday.
Yeah, please. Tell us more than fairy tales about what you learned on Norman Versals and all those nice stories. Tell us something mean.
Okay, something mean. I'll have to show you something mean because I'm a family man. I'm a chill dude until I get in there, bro. And then
we all family, man. Come on, bro. Give me something mean. You say you have some intentions. Give me a reason to more you.
Obviously, the intention is to go out there, win, and whip your ass, bro. That's what
Whoop
the
my
intention
ass.
is. Yeah.
That would be nice. Thank you so much for the intention. That was a good question. Intentions are really important because when I whoop Stephen's ass, as he says, he's going to whoop mine. By all means, do not run away. I'm telling you, this guy, if this cage was open, you'll find a way out. If he can't jump it, he's going to run out that door. I swear to you, Stephen, there's no intentions. There's no intentions. You will not bring anything different than you brought against Kati because I will not allow you to get anything different than what you did against Kati. That's the reality. You talk about my amateur career, you're talking about, it's not amateurs, bro. You're about to find out quickly. Quickly. As you said in your video, you're coming for me, bruh. Yeah?
Yeah.
You better run and catch his hands.
Let's go.
Question for Timna. Just a simple one. How do you see the fight playing out on Thursday?
Finish. A finish. I'm not gonna go into detail, but a finish. Whether it be a knockout, a submission, TKO, cut, however. I'm not too particular in how I want the win. I just need the win.
But just based on your knowledge of Sibusiso, I mean, there's a lot of footage of him fighting out there. In that sense, how do you see the fight going? Where are the weaknesses, where are the strengths? Break him down for us.
Now you're asking me to put on my analyst hat. Obviously on the ground. But how, like I'm saying, I honestly don't know and I honestly don't care. It's just as long as I get the victory.
Sibusiso, what do you think of Timna's saying he's going to finish you on the ground?
Headshot. Finish, just like him. At the end of the day, we both cold. This is business. That's an office for me. That's everything. So he's gonna know that, he's with the best right now. And then my intentions for this fight, expect the unexpected.
Sibusiso, do you think Timna has fought someone of your level before?
No. I saw the 4-0 fighters he fought, never fought no one. It's just this privilege to be undisputed in EFC at this time. I think I have to make a statement Thursday. Yeah.
Timna, do you think there's any truth in that? You are 4-0, but you've been working your way up the ranks, and it's a little bit of a jump all of a sudden.
I think, honestly, with him saying that, he definitely doesn't know my career and he doesn't know my experience. Like most people don't. Like, I've had 18 amateur fights.
I don't care about experience, man. I don't care where your career is from. I also have a background, man. Just like you.
It's not the
all
same.
have a
Brother,
story to tell. I'm a gladiator too. I'm
Don't
a
lie.
gladiator
It's not the
too,
same,
bro.
my brother. You can hype yourself
I'm
up.
coming for your head,
You can
bro.
hype yourself up
No,
and
man.
lie to yourself and paint your
tell you,
narrative, and
let me
that's
tell
okay.
you.
And that's okay, brother.
Let me
Listen,
tell
listen.
you, no
It's okay.
weapon formed against me shall prosper, bro. You got me as a pit bull, you leave me as a bull. Coming for your head, boy.
You just better keep that same energy on Thursday. When you're on the ground and
Blah,
I'm
blah,
cutting,
blah, 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 blah.
when
Can't
you're on
hear
the
you.
ground
Can't
and
hear
I'm
you.
caving your skull in, have that same energy. Have that same energy.
Man, can't wait to taste you, man.
Question for Zakia. Do you have any personal goals in what you'd like to deliver or showcase in your coming fight in terms of how you see the future of your career?
Like I go into my previous fight, my entire career, every victory's been a finish. I've never won by a decision. I want to keep on that same track record. My amateur and my pro career has been the same. I just hope this time I get a bonus because rifle parts are expensive. Vortex MDT, that's a shout out. So yeah, a finish in another exemplary fashion is what I will always go after in a fight.
You've been very correct in saying it's MMA, but your finishes on the ground are devastating. Your grappling pedigree is high level, and Segun is a skilled kickboxer and less of a grappler. Really now, do you see yourself challenging yourself to be on the feet? Really now, how do you see this fight playing out?
So you got to be realistic with every fight, and I'm not a shit talker, and maybe that doesn't sell as well. But I got to be honest. I respect all my opponents. A fighting man's a fighting man, and I respect every man that has the audacity to step in the cage with me. And likewise, the last fight we had with Luke, there was a bit of not sure if I can say the word shit talking from the other camp, but it's not something that really floats my boat. We're going to fight. We're in the business of fighting. Talking sells, 100%. That's the business. But I believe it can be quite pretentious when it's put on and not authentic. Everyone wants to be the next Conor McGregor. There is only one of every person. Don't try and be the next, but be you. Be the next you. Don't be the next. So I'm me. And I respect my opponents. It's an MMA fight. I've been in wars with kickboxers before, high level, where I was not able to get my way on the ground immediately, and I stood and I traded. My competitor's fellow countryman also, Mr. Ndidi, that I was meant to fight in a rematch. I fought in Abu Dhabi, also a very highly accoladed striker. You know, I finished that fight in the third round, having after struck with him on the feet, after having him shoot for a takedown on me. So this is MMA. That fallacy or that lie we get off the specialists in MMA, yes, it helps. But in MMA, it's the middle stuff. Who's able to operate in the gray the best, often in the higher level fights, is who's going to win.
When you fought Gelson Sousa, was it a choice to attack on the feet, or did it just happen? I mean, it was very quick.
Yeah, you don't go looking for knockouts necessarily in a tactician kind of style. If you're hunting for knockouts, you leave yourself open. A knockout kind of, like Bruce Lee kind of said, right? When the time kind of opens, it hits all by itself. It's almost a auto response. There's a muscle memory. There's a conditioned reflex. So fighting is that. There's a lot of conditioned reflexes. If you limit your pathway to just seeing one sort of avenue, you often miss out the shortcut on the way there. So I keep myself as versatile and as fluid as I can in there, and if the opportunity presents itself in any fashion, I'll be there to grab it.
Segun, in the countdown show, you predicted a second-round finish, and Zakia has just spoken about his desires to finish you in an exemplary fashion. What is your response?
First off, I give him credit for his smart responses, and I mean, I can't take anything off him. He's the champ. Big ups to you, bro. But I've always been an advocate for playing chess when I fight as opposed to playing checkers. I'm not going to hunt the knockout I'm not hunting anything. I'm just going to be smart, and we'll both exchange skills and expertise, and I will come out on top.
All right, and with that, it concludes our EFC 124 pre-event press conference. I do want to say that after the last Brazilian fight card and having a chat to some people around the world about getting into the UFC and all these types of things, the reality is that every single moment that these athletes have, and I usually have a pre-fight discussion with every one of the athletes before they go onto weigh-in, and I'm going to give a bit of that now, which is every single one of the athletes has an opportunity to get in there and create a highlight reel. And that's all that anybody wants. The UFC are not looking at guys who can wrestle really well. They don't want wrestlers anymore. They want guys who can throw down and put in a hell of a performance. So if anybody's thinking about getting in there just to win a fight, don't waste your time. Don't waste 6 weeks, 8 weeks of your life to get in there and roll around on the floor and look for a judge's decision. Go out there, get the fans on your side, get us on your side, and that means going out there and creating a war. It's all great to talk on the mic here, but we want to see it deliver this coming Thursday. Thank you very much. EFC 124 this Thursday. We're going to do some face-offs now.
Well, let's get the face-off starting straight away. We're going to start with Kelvin Smith against Lihle Ngantwini. First to the stage, Lihle Ngantwini. Please welcome his opponent, Kelvin Smith. Let's move up to the lightweights now. It's a scrap between Kevin Pretorius and Osvaldo Benedito. First to the stage, Osvaldo Benedito. Please welcome his opponent, Kevin Snakes Pretorius. Let's keep moving around. We're going to the featherweights now. It's a fight between Steven Gonzalez and Chadrak Yamba. First to the stage, Baba Yaga! And his opponent, Steven Guts Gonzalez. The co-main event is in the 135-pound division between Timna Umhlauli and Sibusiso Sovenle. Please welcome Sibusiso Samanda Sovenle. And his opponent, the King Slayer, Tina Umhlauli. The main event, EFC 124, is for the welterweight title of Africa between the champion, Zakir Badat, and the challenger, Segun Ogunoki from Nigeria. First to the scale from Lagos, Segun Ogunoki. And please welcome the champion, Zakir Badat. Let's have a couple of words very quickly with the EFC matchmaker, Graham Cartmel. Graham, we said, how are we going to top the Africa versus Brazil card last month? And you've done it again. A great title fight, but from the press conference today, these lads are spitting fire.
Yeah, I just love how much has gone into this from the athlete's perspective. I know that every single athlete that's sat up here today has pure intention this coming Thursday. You can feel it in every single word that they're saying, their mannerisms, their actions, and those face-offs tell an entire story. 5 stories that I want to watch unfold this coming Thursday that I know are going to be great.
And prelims stacked as well with some of the best actual fighting talent from across Africa. There's some of the fight of the nights are on the prelim card as well.
Yeah, I actually got a shocker when I was standing up here that I saw the first 2 fights before the main card are absolute bangers, and they should be on a main card. They should be on a main card, but that just shows you what we were able to do here, is create a great, palpable, lots of talent stacked card for you guys this coming Thursday.
Graham, great card. Thanks very much. We'll see you for weigh-ins on Wednesday. Check EFCworldwide.com for all the fight week information. There's so much content there. You're going to have to see it, and we'll see you Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Left Time for EFC 124. Thanks for watching today.
At EFC 124, an indestructible champion meets a new star. Zakir Badat descends from the wild mountains to defend his welterweight title against Nigeria's electrifying kickboxing champion, Segun Ogunoki. Timna Clowley is an undefeated rocket ship, trailing 4 effortless victories, who meets a war-torn warrior in Mamelodi's returning Sibusiso Soventle. And undefeated Kevin Pretorius steps up to his next challenge in Angola's wrecking ball that is Oswaldo Benedito. On June 5 at the World Sports Betting Arena, an indestructible champion defends his title once more. EFC 124, June 5, World Sports Betting Arena, Johannesburg, South Africa. Watch it live on EFCworldwide.tv.